Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. Wanted to do a little pup date on the puppies. They're all looking very good. Everybody is healthy and strong. They're still very young, so they're going to be 2 weeks old this Monday. And their eyes are open for the most part. We have quite a few of them. Their eyes are open. Not all, but quite a few. And, I'm really enjoying my time with them. They have nice short muzzles, which we were hoping, nice wide short muzzles. I was really hoping that Batista would be able to impart that trait to them the same way that Achilles did on the first litter. And so far, so good. The only differences I'm really seeing between the two is that there's obviously more brindle in this litter, and all of the masks look a lot better in this litter. So anyway, we're just going to kind of wait and see. We still have the 7. So, yeah. They don't really have much personality at this point. They're just super, super young still. And we've been handling them a lot, cuddling them a lot. If you guys saw exactly how much affection these guys get, you'd be shocked. I mean, they are thoroughly loved from, a very young age. We just give them all of the cuddles and kisses, and it's, big yawn. Oh, big yawn. Yeah, so they get a lot of, affection, cuddling, and we put them on their backs, just kind of love on them, and they just get a lot. And so I really think that it goes a long way towards producing a really happy and balanced puppy. And yeah, and then of course there's enjoyment for us. It's the fun part of breeding. You know what I mean? You guys get to see the struggle. And believe me, the struggle.
Hey,
Really?
what? Does he like that to Bella?
What is that about?
He just got on to Bella.
Batista, come here. Now.
You're not supposed to get on to
Batista! Well, Bella is quite annoying. Batista, get over here now. Come here. Go lay down. Bad dog. You were bad. That's what I get for not being in there watching when Batista's out. Babe, at least you guys got to hear it. Batista is a jerk. I've told people about that before. That's why I got onto him the way that I do. Because it's not about Koa. I had so many people feeling sorry for Koa. And, feeling sorry for Batista. Like I was getting on to him. Like it was all Koa's fault. No, it isn't. It is not. It is 100% Batista's fault. He's a jerk. And he gets himself into trouble all the time. So, just like now. It's not... What I will say, thank God, is, that's why I didn't, freak out. Because when I had my pit bulls, you hear something like that, I mean, it's all hands on deck. You've got to fight on your hands. These Corso, not so much. At least not with mine. They're very... A lot of it is noise. And it's not actually any type of real fighting. Now, granted, you do want to get in there. You want to do something about it. You don't just want to ignore it. You want to take it very seriously. That way, they don't take it that far. But ultimately, I've found that a lot of it is theatrics. And so as long as we get in there and we do our part, oh, look at the face. Look at the squishy face. Then it tends to resolve itself. But I will say that Belladonna is one of the more submissive females. And she does have a tendency to try to behave like a puppy. So she'll want to be licking the faces of the alphas and things like that. And the more dominant dogs. And that can irritate them. And especially when you're older, trying to act like a puppy, The older dogs, they have no tolerance for it. They just absolutely have no tolerance for it. And so, so anyway, so it's like, it's not okay, but on the flip side, I totally get it. So, but anyway, but I just put him in here with me because he knows that I'm not going to tolerate that stuff, and so I can kind of keep an eye. And the truth is, he wouldn't have done that if I was in that room. So, but anyway, yeah, I mean, this is what they're up to. This is the deal. This is these cutie patooties. Blondie is doing phenomenally well. She just hangs out with them. She just sleeps all day. She doesn't care. She cleans them, and everybody is happy and healthy. And that's just kind of what it is. She hasn't lost any weight, thank goodness. The Farmina we have to thank for that. It's a really, really, really wonderful dog food. And I mean, I guess that's about it. It's not really all I can think of. The tails are already done. They look phenomenal. They're really good length on them. At first I thought they were too long, and then after looking at Koa recently, I was like, you know what, like his tail could actually be slightly longer, and so I'm actually really happy about these dogs. Also, hopefully it all works out, but Koa did not come with his paperwork. I asked for it, but unfortunately, I've been told that there was just a mistake, and that they sent his old paperwork, but not his new paperwork. And so they have said that they're going, and then when I asked for his new paperwork to be signed back over into my name, there was an issue with the paperwork being lost. And so they're supposed to be basically filing with the AKC to get replacement papers. And so far I have no reason not to trust that. And so, anyway, so I guess we're waiting on the replacement papers to come. So, anyway, so that is potentially a problem, though. If there is any issue there, if it isn't exactly what they're saying, without Koa's paperwork, there's, unfortunately, I cannot use him in my program. It doesn't matter that I bred the dog. It doesn't matter that I know he's purebred. His papers are not in my name. And despite, there was, like I said, some confusion on the part of the owners that they didn't realize that I was supposed to be put as a co-own. And I was naive in the fact that normally breeders they register the dogs themselves. They hold the paperwork until the co-ownership details have been accomplished, and then they sign themselves off. And I was more trusting and just was kind of like, yeah, just put me as a co-own. And that didn't happen. So if for whatever reason I do not get Koa's paperwork, unfortunately I will not be able to use him. I am hoping that I do get the paperwork by the time that these puppies are ready to go. If not, I may actually have to refund a deposit and keep something back because, which I do not want to do. I really like Koa. I think he's a great dog. So hopefully it all works out. I do trust his original owners. I think that it was just confusion in the way that things are handled, and hopefully we can all get it squared away. But if that doesn't happen, then unfortunately Koa can't be a part of the program. I've already spoken with a friend of mine who has said that he would take Koa, and in the event that anything ever happened that I was able to get his paperwork, then at least he would be with somebody that I trust and that I know that I would still have access to. So, I guess we're just going to see what happens there, but that is the update on that. Just a mistake on my part, a learning experience on my part on things like that. You know what I mean? It's this weird thing where we always want to trust, and then things happen. Pardon my dogs. They're really amped up right now. I haven't done an outside video where everybody runs around and plays. It's just been super, oddly enough, it's been really hot here. It sucks. It's like 97 degrees. It's like a record high. And so anyway, so everybody's really annoyed right now, but it is what it is. And then I spent yesterday in Houston, So Melina is gone. She went back home. Aria was bred to Preacher. So hopefully that took. Looks like she's already coming out of heat. It was like the longest wait and the shortest heat I've ever seen in my life. And I just hope to God that we got it right. Preacher basically let me know. He was like, because like I said, I'm used to my females, like, even Melina wasn't like that, you know? And with this guy, like, out of nowhere, or out of this girl, she was, you know, in heat, and then, and we knew it, but she'd just come in, like, literally all of 5 days, and then Preacher just freaked out, and was, like, barking and barking at the door, and I was like, what? And he barked at her door, and then he ran to the back door, like, he knew, this is my time. And so, anyway, we put them out, and they bred, and since then, they haven't bred again, so, I don't know, man. I sure hope that we got it, because, man, she's been here a long time for that not to work, but I guess we'll find out. So, anyway, this is your daily dose of cuteness. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I'll talk at you later. Bye!